Let us hear. Alright. Explain how that's real. That's so faked.
No, okay. So I know what you're saying, and I'm gonna grab you another picture, alright? Here we go.
Fire away.
Now, this is an exploit called Dex Explorer that I injected into the game while I was playing it, like in the normal Brunswick game. Now, Dex Explorer, it does not allow you to change any values whatsoever.
But that's not a value, that's the name of the fucking model.
Yeah, you can't change it. If anyone knows anything about exploiting in Dex Explorer, they can tell you you can't change any names.
I've literally used that. I know how it works. I can literally edit every single map that I use.
It's a different exploit. You don't use Dex Explorer. You use another thing.
It does. Did
You're not
Tactic Hits
actually-
give you that?
No, actually, I have more stuff than you think. And there's actually a lot more people than you think that can do this. A lot more. You really
you have
think...
to look at it from this perspective. I'm taking your word for something, and I don't understand. You know, and not literally DAP made that map. No one else.
Oh yeah, I know. And I'm
Jump-
telling you, I'm bringing to the table this, and you don't have to believe me because I really couldn't care enough. I'm just saying this is what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm just telling you the truth here.
If you can't change anything, then how did you get the teams to work for your French, whatever group you guys had at the time? Because I know the teams were set up for it.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? Say that again.
The teams were set up for the certain group, whatever group you and British were working on at that time. So that doesn't. Your thing's a lie. What you just said.
What? What are you talking about with teams?
The map had the teams were changed from Brunswick into whatever group what you guys were using at that time. I don't remember which one it was.
Wait,
but I
no, they weren't. They weren't changed at all.
On Swedish, what's his face's thing? They were changed.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Swedish said he got the map from you, and on Swedish's fucking thing, the teams were changed.
Yeah, probably because he did it.
Well, if he got it from you, then he can't edit it, like you said earlier. So that
listen, if I let him edit it, then he could have took the game by himself, and then he could have edited it by himself without.
So you can edit the game.
Yes, but not with Dex Explorer, like I'm showing you right there.
If he got the map from you and you got Dex Explorer, then.
Listen, that Dex Explorer, that is from the actual Brunswick game. I did not go to my game while doing that. I went to the actual Brunswick.
Well, if he can edit the game, how come how do I know that you can't edit it?
I definitely can. But Dex Explorer, I cannot edit it.
So you can't. Well, how do I know that's Dex Explorer?
Look at the title. Look at the top left. It says Dex and then Explorer. Look at the top left of that.
Top left, top left. I don't see shit top left.
It says...
Oh, bottom picture. I was like, the top picture. There's literally a download sign right there.
A download sign for what? Yeah, but it actually doesn't work because the exploit, it's fucked. It doesn't work. And
Grumpy said you had a picture of Irish?
No. I had a picture of the meme thing. No, I didn't have one.
Alright, well, I don't understand what you're trying to prove with that, because, like, no one...
I'm not really trying to prove anything. I'm just showing you guys what's going on here, and you guys can form your own opinions about it, but I don't think you guys want to hear mine, because you're not going to believe it anyway, so...
Well, no, it's just, it's such a fucking... It's so heavily it's like, it's so based on your word that it's like, let's just say this is a court of law. Like, your thing would not go through since, yeah, I can see the fucking Dex, whatever it's called, but I don't know what it is, so...
Ask any exploiter, they'll tell you. Ask anyone. And I'm telling you now, you got friends that are a lot better than me. Because you actually think I was the first one to have the Brunswick map? You're wrong. I was, like, maybe the 5th. Easy.
What? Pood's fucking gone. Pood left the genre completely. Yeah. What British army? me see.
I'm just saying the old all I'm telling you guys is the LGA Hi-COM is playing you guys. That's all I'm saying.
No, they aren't. Since when have they played us ever?
I really don't want to get started with that.
Start all day. I got all day.
I really don't want to get
Exactly.
into it. I really don't.
Do it.
Why would I get into it? He's not gonna believe me any other way.
Because you made a point. Now argue with it.
But what's the point? Because you're not gonna believe me. Anyway.
No, I'm listening.
You're listening.
I got an open mind. I got an open mind right now.
Well, let's just invite Rudolph in the chat. He has
Rudolph wasn't even in LGA.
Rudolph? Oh no, he was. He definitely was.
Oh right, he was an 84 NCO.
No, that's not true. He was one of my Marines at almost the very end. He was a adjutant.
During when? When you guys were in the fucking Navy for like 2 days?
Yeah, he was at the very end of it, almost.
So, and what's up with Rudolph?
Anyway, so
okay, or not.
He. Anyway, so fuck it. Basically,
Grumpy, shut up for a second. Grumpy, shut up. Let me speak.
Holy shit. Anyway, so when Rudolph went with Brunswick, right, with that Rhine or whatever Strive had, basically they wanted them to get tension between Rudolph and British. They wanted that to happen.
Tension?
So that tension between them. I can't explain it, but Rudolph can, because I wasn't there for any of this conversation.
What do you mean by tension? Rudolph was starting tension between him and himself and British. British literally told him to leave British said no one's allowed in Brunswick, and Rudolph stayed anyway, and he was talking like shit.
Yes, because they wanted that to happen. They wanted
that to happen. And Rudolph said that on their own. Do you think Rudolph was in a call and they were telling him what to do? Your point makes no sense, because he himself was saying that in front of British. Even if they did want it to happen, Rudolph did it on his own. That point makes no sense.
See, you're never gonna believe it. You're always gonna find some excuse.
I'm making a valid argument against your point.
I just don't really want to argue.
Smack you.
I really just don't want to argue with someone that's not going to believe it. I really don't.
No, I have an open mind. I said that even though they might, I just said even though they might, if they theoretically wanted that, Rudolph still said that all on his own.
I honestly,
I'm open-minded to whatever you say.
Hold on. Tell me again, why don't you believe those pictures? Why don't you believe they're real?
Because there's not enough evidence. I'm just too ignorant to know.
Do you want me to go back into that Brunswick game and show you? Do you really want me to?
Well, how do I know you didn't change it? I'm just too ignorant to the DevX shit. I'm not saying you're wrong, but but it could be fake and it couldn't be. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just too ignorant to know.
Because he wanted to go. Because listen, okay, so he wanted to go into the military, right? So he wanted to find a way to leave the genre. But what I am thinking, it might not be completely true, but the LGA Hi-COM wanted a way to kickstart Andor and the Rhine to bring the community back together, and that was a way to do it.
That's such a theory.
It's a theory, but listen, think about it. It does make sense.
How would someone's death kickstart the Rhine and Andor? Andor was a total failure.
Because it would bring people together, the old LGA community. It would bring the people together.
Well, it didn't bring more than the LGA community. It brought everyone in the genre. 200 people came. Here, Grumpy. No, and there was I have Irish added on my Snapchat, and he was talking about all of the bunch of shit. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so upset. And after that, he still hasn't even fucking posted. So you're telling me he quit everything?
Yeah, probably because
he quit social media. He quit contact with all his friends and shit.
You never know.